pick people up. We don't quit.
That's right.
We don't quit. DGR. Stomach, man.
If you are a new subscriber, maybe you could let us know down in the comment. Let's say in the last 2 to 3 months, basically since I started doing the steps out in the woods, if you know what I mean, getting those steps in through this injury, okay? You're brave. I gotta tell you right now, you have courage to hit that subscribe button when I'm not running. And you all know this has happened before on the channel, so if you are new, you probably found the channel because of a running shoe review or a race report or something like that. But I just want to be very clear, very transparent. This is a daily running YouTube channel. However, I am not afraid to publish videos, vlogs, video blogs that fall outside of the specific running genre. For example, I know many of you many subscribers don't care to watch me recover from an injury or come back from an injury by when I'm out there in the beautiful mountains.
This is the most impressive waterfall I've ever seen in Colorado. Wow.
Get my steps in, and that's okay. People are busy. They got to prioritize their media intake, so I get it. You'd much rather see me ripping a 15 by 1K workout on the track, or you'd rather be, flying around the world and pounding pavement in a marathon, or who knows, maybe even chasing down basically the fastest human being ever in the marathon, which happened a couple years ago. So if you are watching right now, I gotta say, I'm just gonna clap it up for you because I realize this is not the content that you maybe hit subscribe for back in the day, whether you've been subscribed for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years. Yes, the vlog has been going for that long. And on that note, I just thought of this. Next week, we are going to talk about depth versus width on YouTube. All right, we'll talk about that next week. But I just want to remind you, yes, indeed, YouTube, business, very business oriented, to the tune of $28 billion in 2021. That was their revenue in 2021, last year. $28 billion. $28 billion. They don't mess around. And I get it. Listen, they gotta pay their people. More importantly, I think they gotta figure out ways to store all of this data that's arriving into the intraweb. So all these data storage locations that they have around the world, like it's not cheap to run a website like YouTube. And I fully realize, and I've come to understand in a pretty, I would say, solid way, deep way, I don't want to say intimate way, but the business of YouTube and how it actually functions, and specifically the algorithm, all right? The algorithm is what feeds videos to you out there in the world, which is why I know right now, publishing every single day still through an injury, I'm actually hurting the channel. I'm hurting the growth. If I probably stopped uploading, the channel might grow faster. But again, it gets back to that point that we're going to talk about next week. Width versus depth, or depth versus width here on YouTube. So I'm not afraid to not appease the algorithm, to go against the grain by continuing to upload every single day. Why? 2 reasons. Number 1, injuries out there in DGR. I know you're hurting. I know it's not easy. I know it's frustrating. I know you want to sometimes hit the wall. I get it. I go through it too, trust me. And some people, this is what really breaks my heart, have absolutely zero support around them. They don't know any other runners. Their family thinks they're strange, weird because they are runners. And it's these injuries that can just really drag a person down. And I don't like to see it. And that's where DGR comes in. That's where the comments come in. That's where the Facebook group, that's where Discord, that's where all these places where we can support each other and just say, no. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's point number 1 as to why I say, algorithm, you're not going to dictate what I publish on this channel. $28 billion last year, YouTube, that's not going to dictate what I publish on this channel. And number 2 is YouTube is my canvas. I think it was Michelangelo, 4 or 5 years it took him to paint the Sistine Chapel, the ceiling in the Sistine. 4 to 5 years. That was his canvas. Can you imagine one project for it just blows my mind. Well, here, for me, the creative outlet is YouTube, and it's a daily outlet. That's what, like, I just love the creative process, and that's another reason I continue to publish every single day. And I realize the content isn't for everybody, but I'm a firm believer that we must train our brains through victory and defeat.
I'll finish. Okay. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish. That's a sweeping van. Pick people up. We don't quit.
That's right.
We don't quit.
DGR.
Stomach
Victory
man.
and defeat through wins and losses. And that's, you've noticed. I know you've noticed, in the last 6 weeks. And obviously, people don't want to watch it as far as the views on the channel are way down right now. And that's okay. Why? Because, I'm going to read you the comment of the day here in a second, but we've been talking about motivation, focus, discipline, fortitude, all these different, virtues that we can live through our running experience when we're winning, when we're setting PRs, and when we're losing and we're getting knocked down. All right, so that's point number 2 as far as why I publish. I'm still publishing despite, I know it's hurting the channel. I know it's not what the algorithm wants, but I think there are some people out there that do want it or are benefiting a little bit from the daily vlogs. For example, Peter, this is not a comment, this is not from the comments, this is an email. Thank you, Peter. I just watched your video from 2018 entitled Future of This Channel. I remember that vlog. I know you're a reflective person. I watched this and was so overwhelmed with what you have built since then. I'm just emailing to say I'm proud to be a part of the DGR community, and you are a constant inspiration for me to simply get things done. As you named a recent blog, Focus. Remember that one? Upper right-hand corner. In my own career and with my young family, when I have doubts, watching your vlog always lifts me up, and when I've had 2 hours of sleep and have a zillion things to do, you help me to put one foot in front of the other, so a million thanks to you and DGR. That's why we keep publishing every day through the sacrum, which it's like, I don't know when it's going to heal completely, through the victories that we've had here in the last 6 years. We keep putting, as Peter said, one foot in front of the other, and we're better for it. I believe we are all better for it, that we can talk and brainstorm. And sometimes I wish it was in person, meaning, like a group. I aspire to group runs, at least here in Denver, on a regular basis once I'm back to full health, so we can, again, build those bonds that are just strong and are there for each other, again, through the thick and thin, which you experience in the Facebook group, Discord, to a certain extent on Instagram, and definitely down below in the comments. And on that note, question of the day, does that make any sense? I don't know. I just was like, I read your comments, and I just wanted to clarify YouTube, the algorithm, why I keep uploading every day, because we're here for each other. I like consistency. I like dedication. I like when people are dedicated to a cause, and you are dedicated by being here through the injury, because I realize we're not setting PRs right now. Let's just put it that way. I love you. We will toss it to the vlog that Peter was talking about right here. What was it called? The Future of This Channel, which was published in 2018. Whoa, 2018, everybody. Oh, we're on a journey right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.